In this lab, we will be investigating the space between different particles of solids, liquids, and gases.
How are the particles arranged in a solid, liquid, and a gas? Take a minute, pause the video, and discuss this with your neighbor.
If your teacher has tubs for you, everything you need will be in your tub. You need 3 graduated cylinders, a beaker of water, a beaker of alcohol, and some sand. The first thing you want to do is take your graduated cylinder marked sand and fill it to the 10 milliliter mark. It's okay if you get sand all over the place, it wipes up. And it might actually be better for me just to pour it this time. There we go. Alright, the next thing you want to do is fill your water graduated cylinder filled with 10 milliliters of water. You want to use the pipette when necessary because you don't want to spill water everywhere or whatever other chemical could be in your beaker. Alright, the next thing that you want to do is pour water into your graduated cylinder with the sand, but you want to pour very slowly. Now you only want the water level to fill until the 10 milliliter mark. So you want to pour very slowly, give it some time to run down. Once it moves down a little bit, you can pour a little bit more. Give it some time to move down. And then you want to record the extra amount of water that you have left in your water graduated cylinder onto your paper. Now, why is it that even though you filled 10 milliliters of water and you only poured some in there, why is it that it only went up to the 10 milliliter mark? What happened to the water and the sand particles? How did the water fit below the sand particles?
Why could only some of the water fit into the sand? Think about the space between the particles in a solid and a liquid.
Now let's investigate it one more time. This time we're going to use isopropyl alcohol and water one more time. You want to put 10 milliliters of isopropyl alcohol into your graduated cylinder. You want to use the pipette so it doesn't get all over you or anyone else. So I have 10 milliliters of isopropyl alcohol, and I'm going to refill my 10 milliliters of water from before, the stuff I didn't use. Okay, now you're going to pour the water, you're going to pour all of it into the isopropyl alcohol. What do you think is going to happen? Alright, now as we pour it in, you can pour it all in. You can mix it around, and you know that you pour 10 milliliters of isopropyl alcohol in and 10 milliliters of water. However, and I know it's hard for you to see, but you'll see it in your group, why is it that the level is under the 20 milliliter mark right now and at the 19 level? Let's see if I can put the black sheet of paper there and you can see the water level even more, and you can see that it's under the 20 milliliter mark. You pour 10 in of each, but why is it under 20? Think about this as you finish your lab.
Why was the liquid level less than 20 milliliters? Think about how much space is between the particles in a liquid compared to a solid.